Alright, here's the next highest rated question at the moment. Where do you see yourself in 1, 5, and 10 years, both on YouTube, the Minecraft server, and housewise? Have you considered delving into modded Minecraft? Modded Minecraft. It's a blast. I suggest you look at Feed the Beast. Is there anything you wish you could discuss on your channel, but you can't because of ethical reasons or the topic wouldn't reach the right demo? Alright, first off, where do I see myself in 1, 5, and 10 years? That's a really tough question. If you were to have talked to me 2 years ago, I would have said my ultimate goal is this. I would like to have paid off my home and have money in the bank. Like enough money in the bank that if I go back to work as a regular guy, things are just a little bit easier. If I take let's say 10 or 20 grand out for annually all the time just to make things a little bit smoother. And if I had enough money in the bank that I could just tap into it when the washing machine broke, then it wouldn't be a big deal. That was my goal. It was I just want the home paid off and I want to have I never want to live week to week again. And I've accomplished that. I've accomplished that and then some. And now it's just a matter of, how far can this go? I'm not quite sure. It's going good, but where do I see myself in 5, 10 years? I mean, it used to be, I was like, I think I'll go back, I'll be an IT manager, and I'll have lived the dream for a couple of years. I'll have been self-employed, travel around, hang out with friends, and you guys know this, it was really FPS Russia, right? He sent me this picture with the pickup truck filled with watermelons, and he's like, I'm going off to the office today. And I wish that was my life. And now it has been my life. I have been able to work from here, which to some people it's a prison. To me, it's a dream most of the time. And I got to live it. Where am I going to be? Well, plan A is already accomplished. It is, I could go back to work, use the skills I've learned either on the job or elsewhere at school, and just go back to a regular job, but, with the financial security that doesn't come from regular jobs. As it sits now, I guess I'm just still going to see how far this thing, where this ride ends. I'm not sure. I fully recognize that what I did is I traded security and a career path that you could easily see yourself taking until 65 years old in retirement for a chance at freedom, a chance at money, a chance at just spicing up life a little bit. And it's worked out, and I'm really happy I've taken the chance. That's where that is. Have I ever considered modded Minecraft? I guess I need to learn more about that. Honest, I was a Xbox Minecraft player up until 3 months ago, and then I became a PC Minecraft player. And it's only been 2.5 or 3 months, but I've played so much. I consider myself, I hope this isn't arrogant, like a person who's played for a year. Running this server, living and breathing it at a rate that most people don't get a chance to do. I'm coming up to speed more quicker than most, that's all. But I'll have to look into it. And the last thing, anything I wish I could discuss on my channel? Yeah, sometimes I wish I could change the internet's mind. That's what I wish. I wish that it's if I just laid the facts out there, all this drama would be fixed. If people just knew the truth, then everything would be great. But you can't change the internet's mind, and I no longer am silly enough to try. That's that. But he really wanted to say because of ethical reasons or the wrong demo. There's also some grown-up stuff. I wish that I could argue passionately my feelings about taxes and politics and things like that. But I feel like every time we get into it on PKA, I had this notion in my head that people are falling asleep. I'd love to sit there and talk about capital gains tax and investment taxes and passive income and their favorable treatment and stuff like that. My first career was as an accountant, and in some ways the system is rigged, but I just feel like that's not a topic that would resonate well. And also, I have an international viewer base, and a lot of them probably won't be interested in American-specific things that I have in my head. So that comes to mind. That's number 2.